Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars. Paris Star Channel here with a new and possibly a very exciting episode, guys. An episode that I call a battle episode because, guys, just recently there has been a new and exciting launch in the form of the new concealer from Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, and one of my personally favorite concealers from the brand are the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High cover. So I was wondering, let's use this opportunity and do the battle episode and compare this concealers and allow me to give you as much information possible so that you might decide after watching if these products are the right products for you. So yes, guys, if this is something that interests you, please tune in to my channel, to the party where we celebrate diversity. Guys, diversity makes us all different, but at the same time gorgeous, unique, and beautiful. Let's start today's episode, and today's episode is all about the battle of Yves Saint Laurent classic Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat against the new one, Yves Saint Laurent All Hours. Let the episode begin. Alright, guys, and so here we are ready to start the episode, a battle between two products, concealers from Yves Saint Laurent. So, allow me first to go back to the classic product from Yves Saint Laurent, and it is this one. It is called Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer. This is how the product looks like, and this is my personal favorite concealer from the brand, that I absolutely love it, that just works for me. And so far, after testing many other concealers, I haven't found any other that would replace this product. It comes in a very unique pen-like components, should I say, and I actually have two shades. One of them is a shade 0.5 and the second is 0.75. So guys, what I am going to do, I am going first to show you the swatches so that you can see the shades in the full glory, and I'm going to swatch this right over here on my forehead. And it is in a clickable form, which means that you click in here to dispense more product. And as you can see, the 0.5 is definitely a very brightening concealer. And this, for that type of purposes, I am using that concealer. The second one, as I've mentioned, is 0.75, and it is slightly darker. There you have it, the swatch. And it's rather more in my skin tone. But I like both of them. Sometimes I mix them and I get the best results, you know. As you can see, it is perfect. My skin tone, it just melts with my skin tone. So I'm kind of scared that it's becoming invisible. But I want it to be visible for the sake of this test. Come on. So yeah, you click this right now, like now, and it comes out. Although it doesn't want to come out too much. Have I ended this concealer? Oh my gosh, that would be really ridiculous. Anyway, guys, this is how it looks like. 0.5 and 0.75. Good. The second concealer that I would like to talk about, and it is a premiere from Yves Saint Laurent, is this one. And it is called Yves Saint Laurent All Hours Precise Angle Concealer, and mine is in the shade LC2. This is how the product looks like, and it is a very interesting concealer. You can watch the review on my channel. It is a concealer that rather goes towards the longevity side, that has a mattifying finish, which is very interesting as well, because, well, the concealers that are Touche Eclat, there are touch of radiance, should we say, that are very radiant and beautiful. So right now, the Yves Saint Laurent has launched the other concealer that is rather more on the matte side. And then when it comes to the swatch, LC2, there is a very unique doe foot applicator. That's why it's called All Angles Concealer. There was some ideas in here involved, and when you swatch it, the LC2, this is how it looks like. A very nice shade, should I say, and as you can see, it melts with my skin very nice as well. Good. We're going to keep the swatches just like so, but right now allow me to apply this concealers in the under eye area, and just show me how, allow me to show you how I apply this concealer. So first concealer that I'm going to use is going to be Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High Cover in the shade 0.5, and I am going to apply it just like that for a little bit of a brightening purposes. And I like to use my finger and the temperature of my body to apply this formulation. And as you can see, well, when it comes to the coverage, it is light to medium buildable coverage. It is pretty far from because it says that it's high cover. It's not definitely high cover. I would call it light to medium. It has a very beautiful lightweight consistency, almost like a serum, and it gives you an extremely beautiful natural finish, undetectable finish, and this is something that I absolutely adore in the concealers, because my under eye area is extremely difficult area. It's a sensitive area. It has lots of textures. It has lots of fine lines and wrinkles. So any kind of a concealer that has this kind of like radiant, moisturizing, non-texture enhancing consistency and formula, this is something that I definitely looking for and I enjoy very much. And as you can see, with the temperature of my finger, I applied it, and this is how it looks like from the close-up. It is incredible. It is beautiful. It's evening out my skin tone. It gives me a wonderful light to medium coverage. And this is more than enough. I don't really need more than this. So on the other part of my face, I am going to use the concealer Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat 0.75. I need more of that product. I don't know. Okay, it's coming out. Good. It's a test, guys. So yeah, I definitely wasting lots of product, but this is a test, so the waste is on me. Anyway, I'm going to use the brush, and I'm going to apply the product with a brush. And what I absolutely love about this concealer, as you can see, the formulation of Yves Saint Laurent concealers, there are smudge proof formulation. I don't know how is that possible. It gives me coverage, but at the same time it melts with my skin. It becomes one with my skin, and it looks extremely beautiful and natural. As you can see right now, this is the mixture of 0.5 with 0.75. It is incredible. So allow me now to approach so that you can see it. As I've said, light to medium coverage. I don't need more. For my type of a preference, makeup, no makeup, this is something that I'm looking for. By the way, I'm over 40 years old. My skin is normal to dry, and that type of a moisturizing concealer is more than welcome in my complexion. Good. So this is how it looks like, and right now, let's go to the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours. This is definitely a very exciting new premiere, to be honest, and I reviewed it and I definitely enjoyed it very much during the review, and watch the magic what is happening with this formulation. As you can see, when I'm gonna blend it, once again it is a streak-free formulation from Yves Saint Laurent. It applies, it gives you coverage. Right from the beginning it is light coverage, but it can be built, no problem about that. You can just put some more. Take the brush again, apply it however you want. And as you can see, it blends like a dream. And of course, we have to put some of that concealer in my under eye area, but this is how I would usually apply it, not too much. And once again, blend it with my finger, with the temperature of my body. This is how I personally prefer. I like to press the product on my skin instead of when it comes to the under eye area, instead of kind of like dragging the product. Although, as you could see, this is a smudge proof concealer. It's not smudging when you're applying it. I don't know how is that possible for Yves Saint Laurent, but I guess when it comes to their complexion products, they have mastered the formula and they just know how to do it. So yeah, as you can see, with the temperature of my finger, the product melts with my body. And what is absolutely incredible, and it surprised me a lot, that despite the fact that it does give me coverage, it looks extremely natural. It looks like second skin. And we're going to have a comparison side by side of the two formulas, Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat with the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, so that you can have a better sight about the, a better understanding about the product that we talk about today. And guys, this is done. The products are applied. So, on this side, we have Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat, which is a concealer with a radiance. While on this side, we have Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, which is on the longevity side, and it is on the mattifying side. So allow me to approach. As you can see, there is radiance on my skin on this side. It looks beautiful. And then there is definitely more satin matte on this side. And then when it comes to the under eye area, I deeply believe that both sides, they look really very nice. So guys, when it comes to this episode and when it comes to this battle, we're going to play a little bit, which means we are going to create categories. In these categories, we are going to distribute points, and then we're gonna count the points, and then we're gonna announce the winner. So for me, and it is, you have to take that into the consideration. For me, in the first category, which is the coverage and the finish, it is my personal thing. I prefer the luminous finish, the touche eclat type of a side instead of a matte finish. But this is personal. Some people likes more matte, some people likes more luminous. For me, the first point goes to the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat because of its beautiful, supernatural, radiant finish. Alright guys, while we are going to allow our products to sit on our face, let's continue with the other categories. The second category that I would like to talk about would be the price, because this is very important. So me, I was using the original Yves Saint Laurent website as the most reliable, because the other stores, they usually have their own promotions, promotion codes and whatnot, so the prices might be different. That's why I am using the original Yves Saint Laurent website when it comes to that information. So, when it comes to the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer, I found it on the original Yves Saint Laurent website that the price is 37 euros. While on the other side of the All Hours concealer, I found that it is as well 37 euros. But guys, we are going to talk about this in the next point. For me, despite the fact that the price is the same, there is a lot of product in here and there's much more or less product in here, and because of that, when it comes to the how much product you get for the price, the point goes to Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, because you're getting much more product for the same price of 37 euros. Good. Then let's talk about the capacity, about the capacity of the product, which means how much products you're getting from each line. So when it comes to the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer, you're getting 2.5 milliliters. I mean, when it comes to the market, this is the smallest amount concealer, I suppose, available on the market. 2.5 milliliters for 37 euros, while in comparison with this one, for the same price, you're getting 15 milliliters. That is a jumbo concealer. So guys, without any doubt, when it comes to this category, which is how much product you're getting, 1 point goes to, and the winner in this category is Yves Saint Laurent All Hours Concealer. Good. Guys, the next category would be the shade range. And this is something I chose to use the information from the official Yves Saint Laurent website, because as always, different stores proposes different shades, and not all of them. I found that on Yves Saint Laurent website, when it comes to the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High Cover, you can get 11 shades, while on the other side, the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, you can get an 18 shades. So when it comes to the amount of shades, the winner and the 1 point in that category gets the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours Concealer. Alright guys, now it is time to touch, for me personally, a very interesting subject, which is the ingredients and how long our product are going to last with us with the formulation that it proposes. So guys, right now you can see the ingredients list on the Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer and of the All Hours Concealer as well. And this in green, I mark the ingredients that I personally consider as a very good and beneficial ingredients for our skin. I do my own research while preparing for this kind of an episode, so this is my own personal opinion, and this is what I chose as the most interesting and beneficial ingredients. So guys, when it comes to the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat, what do we have? We have a very interesting, super simple ingredients list in the form of a moisturizing glycerin, brings moisture to the skin, in the form of the caffeine and the tocopherol, which are very powerful and punchy antioxidants. On top of that, the caffeine is a very interesting ingredient because it is going to boost blood circulation in your under eye area, thus reducing the puffiness and the dark circles. And then and then you have the extracts from the plants. The first one, it is called the Calendula officialis flower extract, which is known as the pot marigold. And what is that? It is a very interesting ingredient with a extremely good soothe properties that is going to reduce any sort of a possibility of irritation. It is also a very good natural antioxidant, and calendula extract may help skin being hydrated, which is very good as well. And the second ingredient is Ruscus aculeatus root extract, which is a Butcher's broom root extract, which is famous for increasing blood circulation and reducing redness, swelling, and inflammation to the skin. And it is when applied topically, it forms a protective film on the surface of the skin, preventing the loss of moisture from the skin. So when it comes to the ingredients list right over here of the Touche Eclat High Cover, we see a very simple ingredients list, but a very good, well thought ingredients list of the moisture, of the antioxidants, and of the soothing ingredients. Great ingredients list. So when it comes to the other side, the right side of the All Hours, this is slightly different and much more richer ingredients list. And what do we see? Let's talk about it really very quickly. We see wonderful moisturizing ingredients in the form of the glycerin. Then we can see great ingredients in the form of the caffeine and the coffee seed oil that are very good antioxidants, and that are going to increase the blood circulation in our under eye area, thus reducing the puffiness and the dark circles. We see as well a tocopherol, which is going to be another protective antioxidant ingredient. Then we can see the jasmine flower extract, which is very good soothing ingredients, revitalizing ingredient as well, and relaxing ingredient, which means it brings a wonderful natural perfume smell to the ingredient, to the product. And I can definitely confirm that All Hours has a beautiful smell, beautiful perfume that dissipates really very quickly. It is not disturbing in any kind of a way. And then we have actually incredible ingredients in the form of the peptides. Peptides are wonderful anti-aging ingredients to our skin, which was a great shock. And then in the end, we have a biotin that is another great skin caring ingredient that is going to take care about our skin in the best way possible. So guys, that would be all when it comes to the ingredients list. When it comes to the beneficial ingredients to our skin from these concealers, the winner is definitely the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours. Without any doubt, it is much more richer when it comes to the ingredients list, and then when it comes to the longevity, both of these concealers, either the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High cover and the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, they have the same longevity, which is not very impressive because it's 6 months only. 6 months only, which means, well, you don't have to worry about this one because this one has only 2.5 milliliters. You are going to use it really very quickly, but this one has 15 milliliter, which means you have to use it quite intensively. Anyway, in that category, when it comes to the ingredients list, the winner is the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours with its much more richer ingredient list. The next subject that I would like to talk about would be the oxidation. Apparently, the oxidation, it is a very personal kind of an issue. Everyone has its own, can have its own oxidation experience on the skin, apparently. So let's give it a try and let's see what kind of oxidation are we dealing with when it comes to the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High cover. Once again, I'm going to apply 0.5 just like right over here and blend it with my finger. And then I'm going to apply the 0.75 right over here. This 0.75 is just a perfect shade and it just blends with my skin instantly. I don't think I need to blend anymore. I just don't want it to disappear. Good. And when it comes to this personal case and the oxidation, for me, the oxidation is practically minimalistic, if any kind of an oxidation. I would say that there is no oxidation within the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High cover, as you can see right over here. So when it comes to the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, let's check this out. Let's apply this on this side and blend it. And this is something that is really very impressive when it comes to the concealer formulations from Yves Saint Laurent, that for me personally, they don't oxidize, which is a really very big news. As you can see, this is the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat, and this is the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours. So for me, in that category, they both basically deserve to have 1 point. And they're both actually the winners because, in my opinion, they do not oxidize. Good. The next thing that I would like to talk about would be the longevity and the transfer. And this is something that we're going to talk about in just a second. But first, allow me to finish the whole makeup really very quickly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this brush that I used before and I'm going to try to blend this side really very quickly. And I am going to take this brush and blend these shades all together. I do not worry about some sort of a demarcation and whatnot. This is a super skin-like type of a concealer, so there's no problem about that. It's going to blend really very nicely. I'm going to add a little bit more of 0.75. Just like so. Take more, once again, the brush. Good. Awesome. And now what I'm going to take, I'm going to add a little bit more of the All Hours here on my forehead. And blend it once again as well. Good. And now I'm going to finish this makeup by using something simplistic, because obviously I do not want to apply too much. This is a test of the two concealers and how are they going to look and act. So what I am going to do, I am just going to take a little bit of a cream bronzer from Makeup by Mario, and I'm just going to apply just a little bit to give myself some sort of a dimension on my face, so that I won't look, you know, ghostly. I'm just going to have just a little bit of the color, but then, you know, the All Hours is definitely a mattifying concealer, so I don't want to add a little bit too much of the luminosity, because this product definitely adds a lot of the luminosity. Good. Guys, allow me to do some final touches and I'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, so the makeup is practically done. A super simple makeup when I applied two concealers. So once again, allow me to show you and to introduce you. This is the Touche Eclat High Cover concealer applied on my face. As you can see, there is a touch of radiance on my skin. It looks beautifully glowy, but not oily glowy, and this is something that's definitely remarkable about this kind of a formulation that I fell in love with since a very long time. It looks extremely beautiful and natural. And I just love it. And then when it comes to the other side, the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, there's definitely mattifying side, a soft matte type of a finish that looks very nice as well. So I suppose it's all about the personal preference. So guys, the next category that I would like to talk about would be the transfer. So here I have a clean tissue, and let's see if we are going to have any sort of a transfer. I'm going to gently touch my face with the tissue so that we can see it. If we have any sort of a transfer. Just a reminder, these products has not been set. These products are not going to be set because we're definitely testing the products in its natural form. And then when it comes to the transfer is practically minimalistic, and I believe it comes from the side, which might be a good indicator that actually came from the bronzer and not from the concealers themselves. So guys, the next category would be the longevity as well. But to do the longevity test, I need to wear this makeup for as long as possible, meaning the whole day. Which means that right now, when it comes to this part, the application and whatever I wanted to say, this is closed right now. If the weather are going to allow us, let's go outside and see how it is going to look like in the natural light. And in the end, let's check this kind of a longevity test category and see how the two concealers, the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat and the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, are going to look like. Once again, allow me to present myself. This is the side of Touche Eclat. This is the side of All Hours. And then when it comes to the under eye area, this is the side of Touche Eclat. Love that. I haven't been fixing anything. I haven't been doing anything, actually. So when you see the creases, this is the reality of the concealer. The creasing is kind of like, you know, minimalistic, to be honest. And I'm not going to do any fixes because I definitely want to show you how it is going to look like the concealer untouched since the application. Are we going to still keep the same coverage? What is going to happen with this? You know, this is a true and a very rough test for the products that I called the concealer battle. Guys, okay, so that would be all when it comes for now, and let's see if we can do the check-in outside and see how this makeup is going to look like in the natural light. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars. Paris Star Channel here welcomes you with this check-in in the natural light. And guys, since we really have an autumn in its full glory, this is as much light, natural light, as we can get, which is nothing. But hey, okay, guys, let's just go with the flow. So, guys, this is how the makeup looks like while using the concealers, both from Yves Saint Laurent, the Touche Eclat side, high cover, and the All Hours. This is the roughest test that they can go through without any help, without any powders, without any other makeup apart just from a little bit of a bronzer from Makeup by Mario that gives me a little bit of a color, shade and dimension. Good. So with that being said, allow me to approach so that you can see the two concealers in a natural light in a full glory. So this is the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High cover, which is the touch of radiance, I suppose. Very beautiful, very natural. And this side is the soft matte side of the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours concealer. And then when it comes to the situation in the under eye area, once again the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High cover side, and then this is the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, and this is how it presents itself, and this is the whole makeup, how it presents itself in the natural light. So yeah, guys, I guess that would be all when it comes to this check-in in that natural light. And right now, let's go back to the studio for my final thoughts, for my final point distribution, and let's announce the winner who is going to be of this battle. Is it going to be the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat side, or is it going to be the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours? The announcement is in just a second. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars. Paris Star Channel here welcomes you by the end of the day and by the end of this episode. And when I say by the end of the day, I really mean it, because, well, it is after 11 in the late evening. So, guys, the time has come to summarize everything that is happening when it comes to this exciting and incredible battle of the concealers from Yves Saint Laurent in the form of the latest launch Yves Saint Laurent All Hours concealer and the classic Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High cover. So guys, if you would like to know how it is going to look like after a whole day of wear of this super rough test, when there are no primers, no setting powders, no setting sprays, no help and whatsoever, this is how it is going to look like. No kidding. No kidding. So allow me to approach and show you in its full glory. Guys, this is how it looks like, the Touche Eclat side. Wonderful, gorgeous, and this is how it looks like the side of the All Hours. One of them is a luminous, one of them is matte, but I suppose the most important thing is to check the side in our under eye area, how it is going to look like after a whole day without any setting powders or primers or whatever, just a moisture. And guys, this is how it is going to look like. All Hours and the Touche Eclat. Eventually, this is how it looks like by the end of the day. I wonder, what do you think? Because I personally love it. I have a chance to test lots of concealers with different formulations, and none of them they are as good as these ones from the Yves Saint Laurent. And guys, when it comes to the longevity test by the end of the day, I'm definitely much more leaning towards the Touche Eclat side because, well, definitely the makeup is definitely tired, but it's still wearable. It's not like I need to go to the bathroom and wash it, you know? So for me, the winner is definitely the Touche Eclat side. It looks very natural, very subtle, and in my under eye area, it still tries to look very natural and looks well and almost undetectable. While when it comes in here, I suppose it's a personal preference that I can see some matte in here, a little bit, teeny tiny bit more drying than in comparison with this formulation, and in the under eye area, a little bit more drying as well. And it's just like I just personally like how it looks, the luminous side instead of the matte side, but it is my own personal preference. No, it doesn't really matter. In this category, I give 1 point to the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat. And guys, I prepared a little bit of a surprise for you, which means that I have been wearing these concealers combined all together in its full glory, with moisturizers, with primers, with finishing powders, with everything in its full glory, meaning that I have applied this concealer on my whole face and this concealer in my under eye area, and I have prepared a video how it looks like by the end of the day, so allow me now to play it for you. Hello gorgeous beautiful stars! Paris Star Channel here welcomes you with a very important update by the end of the day. And when I say by the end of the day, I really mean it. It's by the end of the day because it's 11 in the evening. So basically what has happened today, and I think it is very important to mention, is that today I am wearing makeup using only concealers from Yves Saint Laurent, which means that on my face there is a concealer All Hours, while in my under eye area there is YSL Yves Saint Laurent High Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer. Both of them there are on my face for the whole day. And apart obviously of the fact that I'm wearing primers, moisturizers, powders and whatever, apart from that, let's not think about it. Allow me to approach so that you can see it, how gorgeous it looks like after a whole day of wear. So guys, on my face, once again, you can see the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, and someone has mentioned and have seen it, and I can totally agree that upon application it might not look very interesting, but then after time it melts with the skin and it looks gorgeous. And it is true, it needs a little bit of a time actually to look very good. And then in my under eye area, as I've mentioned, Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High Cover. Look at this. No powder, no nothing, just a concealer after a whole day of wear. This is how it looks like. So my makeup is tired, my eyeshadows are tired, my mascara is tired, but my face base in the form of the All Hours and Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat, it's just like it just stays and it looks very good. So I suppose this is something that I definitely wanted to say and mention, that this is a very good combo for a face makeup. All Hours on your face and Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat in the under eye area. And after a whole day, guys, this is how it looks like. So yes, that was a very important update that I wanted to share with you. And right now, let's go back to the episode. Alright guys, so there you have it, a special extra video, and I suppose I definitely can confirm that this super long wear longevity concealer All Hours performs really very good on the whole face, while this super subtle moisturizing radiant concealer performs very well in the under eye area. Thus all these products combined together for the face or for the under eye area, they make a perfect mariage, creating a super incredible makeup from Yves Saint Laurent. And I personally am not interested into the foundation anymore from Yves Saint Laurent, because these products, they just do their job and I love it, guys. So the points has been distributed in certain categories. Just a reminder, what kind of categories did we had? We had the coverage, we had the price, we had the capacity, how much product you get, we had the shade range, we had a ingredients list, we had an oxidation, and we had the longevity. In these categories, the points has been distributed. And when it comes to Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High Cover, this concealer wins when it comes to the coverage, when it comes to this finish, then it wins when it comes to the ingredients list, it wins when it comes to the oxidation, and it wins when it comes to the longevity. While the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours, it wins when it comes to the price, it wins when it comes to how much product do you get, it wins when it comes to the shade range, it wins when it comes to the ingredients list, it wins when it comes to the oxidation, and there you have it, guys. So when you would count the points distributed, drums, who is the winner? The winner is Yves Saint Laurent All Hours. It wins with a 5 points against the 4 points for the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat. Congratulations to the winner. Oh. Yeah, there you have it, guys. A little bit of a fun, but this is how it looks like basically during this whole kind of a battle episode. But then if you would have asked me what is my personal favorite concealer among these two, I would say when it comes to the under eye area, Touche Eclat High Cover is still that type of a win that it's just invisible, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't streak, it doesn't do anything, looks super natural, it looks moisture, my skin in the under eye area looks moisturized, it's not aging my under eye area, it just looks insane, it just looks wonderful. So for the under eye area, Touche Eclat High Cover for me is a winner. When it comes to the concealer for the face, Yves Saint Laurent All Hours is the one that does its job. You can change the finish, you can make it look luminous, you can make it look matte. The choice is absolutely yours. So there you guys have it, my final opinion. Both of them, well, what I can say is that Paris Star Channel gives a green light to the two concealers from Yves Saint Laurent, Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High Cover and Yves Saint Laurent All Hours Concealer. They're both, I think and I believe, they're very good concealers, and as much as I could pass you the information, I think I passed it to you, so you can make your own decision if these are the products that tickle your pickle. So yeah, guys, it is late. It is time to say goodbye. Allow me now to spoil you a little bit what I am preparing for the next episode, and I am very excited about is... Ta-da-ta-da! Koses! Kosas, I'm so excited about Kosas. The Kosas fame is known very well in Europe, although the Kosas is not widely available in Europe. So anyway, I have to make some effort, but it is right over here, ready for testing. We're going to see what's the hype behind the Kosas brand. In the meantime, guys, this episode has come to an end. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so very much for tuning into my channel where we celebrate diversity. Because diversity makes us all different, but at the same time beautiful, gorgeous, and unique. Guys, it's time to say goodbye, kisses and cuddles. So, bye-bye now and see you soon in my next episode. Take care, bye-bye.